Kyrie. Al, just state your name and affiliation first, please, before asking a question. Thank you.
Sherrod Blakely, NBC Sports Boston. This question is for both of you guys. Speak of the importance of coming in here, establishing the tone, not only in terms of how you play, but also doing it in a winning fashion.
No, I just think that we came in very focused, locked in on the things that we wanted to do as a group. We knew that we were going to have to play a very solid game, and I felt like our focus level was good from the beginning. And we just continue to stick together throughout the game.
And just to follow, Al, obviously it's a team defense when you're dealing with a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but just speak to what your focus was and just your mindset as you were tackling that assignment.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a great player. I think that our focus was to make sure that we just made it tough on him every time. All our guys at different times were on him and involved in the play, and just making sure that he earned everything he got. And I felt like we did a really good job of that.
Paul Flannery, SB Nation. Kyrie, how vital is that pick and pop game that you have with Al, not only for getting him shots and looks, but for kind of opening up other things on the floor?
It's very vital for our offense. It brings continuity, brings spacing, especially when we're in the right spots. We're staying disciplined in our half-court offense, and we have either matchups that we want to go at, or Al knows, where I'm going to be getting downhill, and we communicate throughout the game where we would like our pick and roll offense to be, how we can be more efficient, so I don't miss him on easy shots or easy opportunities that he can make for others. So it's vital for our offense, and I think that we do a great job of communicating that throughout the whole entire game, because we understand that they're going to adjust as well. So just playing the game the right way. Me and him in the pick and roll, we're very efficient, so I just try to make the right read. I threw a ball all the way in the stands in the beginning of the game.
That was my fault. We're in the wrong place.
Appreciate that. But and just going back to the bench and then being able to have that talk and establish a position where I would like him to be and where it's comfortable for him. So.
Taylor Snow, Celtics.com. You guys went back to that small starting lineup with Morris at the 4. How do you think that move benefited you guys, and also just the impact that Marcus had out there too?
I think that he obviously adds spacing, but there's still a toughness that him and Banks bring. Either one coming off for our starting unit. Obviously, Smarty's not here, but throwing either one of them in there works for us, and we're going to make it work, especially when we want to go at specific matchups. So. I think it worked to our advantage, and I think it'll work to our advantage throughout this series if we play it right. So he's in the right spot for majority of the game. Marcus is always ready to play, as well as Baines. We never want to see anybody go down, but it's entertainable for us.
John Corrales, MassLive.com. In that locker room all season long, Kyrie, a lot of guys have been saying, look, wait until the playoffs. Throughout all the struggles, is this the type of game that you guys envisioned when you were telling us to come back to you when it came to the playoffs?
Maybe there was a little foreshadowing throughout the regular season as we were dealing with our ups and downs naturally. But I think that we just have an appreciation for the group that we have. We've spent at least 2 years together now. Everyone's relatively healthy other than Smarty. So I think that we have a good rhythm of the expectations for each other, and then going out there and executing. Brad does a great job putting us in a great position in terms of game plan and preparation. So it's our job to go out there and execute. We obviously try to get the best out of each other, and I think that communication on the bench has improved vastly since the playoffs have started. And just everyone feels good, so I think that helps as well.
Kyrie, Gary Ross from Boston Globe. You took 21 shots, but it didn't seem like you took that many. Do you like when you're kind of playing both scorer and facilitator? And how did you feel like your role was tonight, especially in the second and third quarters when you didn't shoot that much?
Well, I just played play the game as it comes. I think that when I'm out there, I think that I try to put too much of an emphasis on thinking too much about trying to be aggressive or trying to be too much of a facilitator, and it'll take me out of my game. So tonight, just coming out there, I just wanted to come out aggressive, establish myself in the post, establish myself around the mid-range area. Then after that, I knew that the adjustments that they were going to make were going to dictate the rest of the pace of the game. So the second and third quarter, I really don't worry about shots. I can get my shot anytime I want. I think everybody in the building knows that. But aside from that, the evolution of my game has come from just being able to pace the game very well and manage it, and then establish these guys throughout the game because they're special as well. So I'm even more special when they're making shots and they're doing what they do. So I try to just go out there and just ease into it. And some shots are gonna go in some nights and some shots are not. So I think that just coming in with that mindset, just be aggressive, and that'll open up opportunities for my teammates.
Rachel?
You guys have both been in so many postseasons at this point that I know, Kyrie, you've mentioned it, that the regular season can be just long, waiting to get here. Now that you get to be here, though, get to be at this favorite time of year, when you're out there, do you notice yourself focusing differently, taking in everything differently, thinking about it differently?
It don't really matter about the environment at this point. I mean, at this point, I've heard the loudest of loud. I've heard so many things throughout the playoffs. I've been in some 7-game series. I've been in some sweeps. I've been all over the board emotionally, trying to figure out, all right, how do we dial back in? How do I dial back in personally? Do I come out more aggressive? And you start to overthink the game, and it's just basketball. So you prepare the right way, you give it great energy, you give your teammates great energy, then it'll come right back to you. And I genuinely believe that. So, obviously it's just one game. We're not going to shoot as well as we did. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I hope it does. But I'm just saying that just being real with going out and how I manage the game. These guys help me tremendously. I don't really want to talk much. I don't really want to say much. We're in the huddle, but they bring it out of me, and I'm appreciative of that because they allow me to just be me. And Al holds me down as well. So.
I mean, Al, you're so calm all the time. Do you notice yourself during postseason games any different out on the court than in the regular season?
I think it is. For me, just everything is so much, gets heightened so much, you just, the intensity, the fans, I just think the focus level goes way up. And for our group, that was something that I feel like we had a hard time in the regular season. After some of us, obviously last year, going through a run and being in these type of positions and then coming to the regular season, and it was tough to get to that stage. So I just think that once the postseason started, I think we all really have been able to lock in. And Kyrie has been on our ear, even weeks before the regular season even ended, about the commitment and what we needed to do as a group and how we needed to prepare and be better. And I think all the guys understood what he was trying to tell us and have taken up on that challenge and trying to be better and trying to do the little things to get us to this point.
Last 2 questions. Mark, please, in the back of the room.
Mark Murphy, Boston Herald. Al, how much did the maintenance program during the season help you, and how has that helped your energy right now?
I think it was very helpful for me, just because, I wanted to be at my best when I got to this point of the season, and our medical staff and our coaches being conscious of that, understood that we needed to make some sacrifices during the season, and I felt like they managed it perfectly, and now we're in a good position. We're in the place that we want to be, and just trying to make the most of it.
John Corrales, MassLive.com. Giannis has been blocked in the restricted area less than 1 time per game during the regular season. You guys got him 3 times tonight. What was it defensively that you saw as a group, not just you, but as a group, and what do you need to do to match that in game 2?
I just think that our group, we all understood how we needed to defend and how dangerous he is once he gets it in the paint. So constantly tonight, we had a couple breakdowns, but for the most part, I feel like everyone was very aware. Our guards really did a good job of helping and closing down lanes and things like that. And we just wanted to challenge and contest every shot as best we could. And I felt